doing, Mike Bradley? I hope you're doing well as always. Let's talk about gear. What I use on my new EP. That doesn't rhyme, but everything else on the EP does rhyme. Yes. Yeah, I want to talk to you about gear because I've got a little feeling you might like to know about some of my guitar gear I use on the new EP. And when I went to the studio, I took nearly everything I have. I'm not exaggerating. I took, oh man, Les Paul 345, Strat, another Strat, a Telecaster, an Acoustic. So that's 6 guitars, and I took 3 amplifiers and my pedal board and all that kind of stuff. So I wanted to talk to you a little bit about what I used, just so we can geek out together. And let's talk about amps. And like I said, I took a Marshall JCM 2000, the DSL 100 head I got, this Cornford MK50, and my Fender Supersonic, which is just off camera. Regular viewers, you know what the Supersonic is. But in fact, I used on every single track this Cornford MK50. I didn't have at the time, hope you can just see here, I've got my Hampstead, and I didn't have it at the time. Otherwise that would have been all over it. But I took this along, and it was everything you hear. You know, I think there's a on the song "Faded Away," which I released a little kind of inside studio music video for it last week. I used the Supersonic on the first day of tracking. Like, I turned everything up to 8, and or was it full? I know the master volume was on 8. And I used that for 1, but I think I ended up getting rid of it and just using the Cornford. And I basically had the volume, the master volume, all the way up. I'm not joking, I had it maxed out. And then I was adjusting the overdrive and the gain kind of to taste. And there were times when James, who I recorded the EP with, he was having a go on my 345, which I'll get to in a minute, and I went outside to go to the toilet, and the plaster was shaking off the building. It was so loud, but that's what it takes to get good guitar tones. Unfortunately, I can't quite get it that loud today, not even close. So yeah, I had the Cornford going, and apart from a fuzz pedal, I didn't really use any overdrive pedals, not off the top of my head I can remember anyway. I'll talk about my pedal board in a second, but no, this Cornford's got plenty enough gain there. And so because I had the 4x12 in another room, obviously, so it's soundproofed out from the studio to the control room, I had the head in front of me and was just adjusting the kind of gain, the volume and the overdrive to taste. So this bad boy is the workhorse on the EP. Now let's talk guitars. Alright, now this guitar here, unfortunately she's a 5-string guitar at the moment, as I snapped the string on it. I haven't got around to changing it. But this Telecaster was certainly the guitar of the EP. It's on every single track. I doubled guitars, so I used another guitar with it, but the Telly was the rhythm. It's a Telecaster, they're known for great guitars, and especially when it comes to rhythm guitars. So let's go track by track. So track 1 is Faded Away, and yeah, it's that Stonesy kind of vibe. Of course, this is going to be a very big winner for it. And I used 2 other guitars on that track as well. So like I say, all the rhythm chops, all the rhythm guitar on this. And then there's like a middleweight and a little bit of a bluesy solo going on, and I'm using my Strat. This is my kind of #1 guitar, even though the strings are dead on it. The kind of sounds I was getting with it. Those kind of classic Strat sound. Throwing a bit of delay with it as well. So yeah, I use this Strat for that kind of bluesy kind of sound happening a bit. And then there was this guitar, my Gibson ES345, which I used in the kind of lead lines during the song. The kind of, oh God, how's it go again? All that kind of stuff. Shooting. All that. And there's kind of all that kind of stuff happening. There you go. There's that little bit in there as well. It's been a long time since I played the song. So yeah, it's got a very strident tone, you know, more so than a Les Paul. So this was that bad boy. So yeah, and the sound was just the amp. You know, at the moment, I'll do a picture of my pedal board now so you can see what's going on. I've just got the Spark Boost kicked on and the Hall of Fame reverb pedal as well, just to give the amp a bit of a push now. But at the time, I didn't have it on. Just so you can hear the difference. This is just the amp. Hit the Spark Boost. Off. Just gives it a bit more of a, I've got it like a quarter of the way up, you know. So just for a moment, but I didn't use it on the EP. The amp was killing it. So yes, those three guitars on Faded Away. Track 2 is a song called Higher, and I used this guitar again, like I say, that was on there. And then also my Sunburst Strat I didn't have with me at the studio. I had to take it home for, I can't remember what, but I had another Strat, which was this one. So I used this on there, so I kind of doubled it up with some of the some clean picky bits going on, and there's a little solo in there, which I can't remember what I played, but I know I kind of start with that BB King, some of that. I can't remember what I did now. When you hear the EP, you're about to hear it. I'll have to work it out and play it again. But so again there, that's just the amp, and I've kind of turned the gain down and pushed the master up so you get a bit more of a cleaner sound. So yeah, those two, as far as I'm aware, it was those two guitars, and of course my acoustic, which, let me show you the acoustic. The Taylor, my Taylor's, if you want to know the exact model, it's a 114CC. There you go. I don't know if it's in tune, not really. but yeah, all the acoustic parts is on this guitar. Faded Away actually is on this as well. There's a bit of acoustic guitar in that, and Meet Again, which is. Actually, let me tune the guitar. So you got it's in there, you know. Open up your eyes and you see the love we have and all that we need. So what we will always be, as long as there's you and me. So that's the acoustic. All the acoustic sounds you hear is from this bad boy. And then the third track is a song called Higher. Higher, this bad boy is on it, okay? And this song's probably got the most kind of effect pedal wise, so let's talk a little bit about that. So as you can see, as my feet is my pedal board, and the big sound on this was the King Fuzz, which is an awesome pedal. So I'm gonna turn the pedal off. That's how the amp is at the moment. I can't remember how it was at the time. Loud. I kind of got it set up imitating like a Leslie kind of sound, so that kind of wobble. You know, so it's got that. Oh god, how's the riff go? So you got that kind of. And at the time, I used my Telecaster for that rhythm track, I think. But at the beginning of the song and at the beginning of the video, I kind of had that on, the boss chorus and the fuzz. Kind of that big sound happening. And then the solo in that as well, it starts off quite cleanly. With the Les Paul and then kicking that King Fuzz. So sorry, it's quite early in the morning for me. So my hands aren't warmed up yet. But that was that guitar. And yeah, as you can see, I've got a pedal board here. I can't remember if I used any wah. I think there is. I know I used again in Faded Away. There's this wicked bit in the middle eight, this kind of really spacey kind of chord. Let me see if I can mimic it now. You kind of that kind of chord. And I used a new Maber Immerse pedal for that. I kind of found a setting I like and did it, you know. And that would have been on the Telecaster, I would have thought. But, you know, you get an idea here. So at the moment, that's the Hall of Fame and the Vapor Trail. Now if I'm going to use an effect, I want it to be an effect, you know, so that's what I mainly used effect pedal wise. I didn't have the Angry Charlie at the time. What was in its place? It was the Mojo, didn't touch it. It was like if I did use, it's hard to remember off the top of my head, but if I did, it would have been the Spark and the 85, but like I say, it was mainly all an amp and a guitar. And then effects sparingly, you know, so like I say, the King Fuzz, if I wanted that kind of fuzz tone, and you can hear it, it's very apparent when you hear higher, that solo, you can hear it's not, there's something else going on, that's not just an amp, you know what I mean? So that's what I kind of wanted to use it for, where it's kind of like, listen, here's a statement, you know? When you hear a rhythm track like in Faded Away or Meet Again, you can hear that's a pure tone, that's guitar and amp, you know? A very loud amp. I'm trying to think off the top of my head if there's anything else. I think that was pretty much it. Yeah, you know, got my tuner. Very important. And I'm trying to think if I did use a wah. I don't think I did, you know. I don't think I used a wah on it at all. So when you hear the EP, if I'm mistaken, let me know, you know. But yeah, guys, they're kind of some of the sounds. Let me get some more Strat sounds, because one sec, let's turn the page. So guys, the gear I use on the EP, which is, no, it was just a lot of guitars basically, you know, and when people say, if they say to you or your friends, whatever, oh, why have you got so many guitars? If you are such a person with a lot of guitars, they all have their own sounds, you know, like my two Strats sound very different, you know. This is a much brighter Stratocaster compared to my Sunburst Strat. I'm pointing over there like you can see, you know the Sun. Here it is, right? So this is a much darker Strat and this is a lot brighter, you know. The telly is completely different to all of these, you know, and yeah, my strap just came off, but we're gonna go past that. Yeah, no, the telly is completely different to these as well, you know. 345 Les Paul, completely different sounding guitars as well. So, and I have an idea of a sound in my the guitar sound I want in my head when I'm recording. If it's my own stuff as a session thing, I've got the sound in my head, so I will hunt around for it. Instead of relying on pedals, I will use the guitar control knob, and you know, different guitars will create different sounds, you know, and pick up selectors and things like that. You know, the guitar is the biggest effect pedal board around. You know, you can get so many different sounds out of any given guitar, and then use pedals for taste. You know, if you want that kind of punch in the face kind of sound, bada bing. You know. Anyway, I'll let you be, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And the EP is out on June the 12th, so you can pre-order it now. All the links are in the description box. And yeah, hopefully you like it, guys. Anyway, I'm Mike Bradley. Signing out.